Good evening. I want to do a little back to basics training tonight and talk about follow-up. Follow-up is such a key part of our business, and we need to make sure that we're doing it all the time. And I'm just as guilty as falling behind on my follow-up as I know many of you are. We've talked about it before. It's hard. It's hard to keep track and to continually be following up with all of our customers, but it's super important because follow-up is going to grow our business. So before we jump right into the steps about follow-up, one of the most important things that we can be doing is being organized. And that means either having a calendar or an Excel spreadsheet or a notebook or some way that you're keeping track of your customers and the people that you interact with. I like to do the paper calendar, and I also like to use my phone. I have 2 prospect calls tomorrow, and if I did not put a reminder in my phone to ding at me 15 minutes before I'm supposed to call them, it would most likely slip my mind with all of life going on around me, and that would be horrible. We don't want that to happen. So find your way for organization, whatever that is, and utilize it and have it in front of you so you can always see, okay, on X date, I need to follow up with a customer who bought today. And then looking ahead next week, okay, I have to follow up with these 3 customers, and it makes things a little less stressful. So find your way for organization, stick to it moving forward. When you're doing follow-up, there's a really easy way to remind yourself how to do it. It's called the 2-2-2 rule. So within 2 days of a customer making a purchase, you reach out and you thank them. And thanking somebody is so important in this business because think about it. How many companies do you know thank you after you have a purchase? When you buy a refrigerator, does Whirlpool call you up and thank you? No. No. But we do. We reach out and we say, thank you. I appreciate your business. You're helping my family. I'm helping you feel good, and I'm excited about that. Thank you so much. So how is the best way to thank somebody? Well, Facebook is a great way to thank people because you can tag them. So not only are you thanking the person, you are sharing your business. You are subliminally putting a message out there. Hey, I like to do it this way. I post on the person's wall if we are friends and I say, hey Jenny, thank you so much for your purchase today. I was so excited to see that email come through this afternoon. I cannot wait for you to try your new mascara. Then I make sure I have tagged her. I don't just say the word Jenny. I say at Jenny Smith and tag her. Why do I do that? Because when you get tagged, most settings allow for people to see when you've been tagged in a post. So her friends will say, oh, Jenny got tagged in something, it will pop up in their newsfeed. So then I also have a thank you image that's not just saying thank you. Nope. It's usually a really great mascara picture that I've written the words thank you across. So not only are they seeing Jenny bought this product, but they're seeing what it is. And that's a great way for Jenny's friends to be like, oh, what is that? I want that. Okay? Make sure you thank Jenny. If she doesn't have a Facebook, you should call her. Or you should at least text her. Or bare minimum, you should be posting on your own walls, thanks Jenny for your purchase, even if Jenny's not there. In addition to thanking her, because you have to thank Jenny, put on your Facebook wall. Thank you for your purchase, Jenny, blah, 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 because your friends are going to see that and they're going to see you're making sales and they're going to want to buy something. Another great thing you could do is thank you cards in the mail. Just like I was saying, companies don't call you up and say thank you. Well, companies don't send out thank you cards either. And who doesn't love getting mail? I love getting mail. A thank you card in the mail from my mascara lady. How awesome. And, you know, you could even throw in a little sample of something if you wanted to, make up a little baggie with an eye pigment or figure out a way to share some of the cream eyeshadow, something they could test right away. Those are great ways to get your customers interested in new products. Okay, so that's within 2 days. Within 2 weeks, you're going to follow up again. Hey, Jenny, I saw your mascara arrived. I wanted to check in, see how it's going. What's your favorite part about it? Can I answer any questions for you? This opens the door for her. Most of the time, if people have an issue with their product, they're not going to tell you. So don't think that just because you haven't heard from a customer means they like it. It might not. They're not going to reach out and say something. So it's up to you to reach out and say, hey, how are you liking it? Don't say, are you having any problems? Because that gets them in the mindset that, well, actually, yes, I am having a problem, even if maybe they're not. No, ask how they're liking it. What is their favorite part? Hey, could you send me a picture? I'd love to see your beautiful lashes. Okay, so you've opened the door. Now Jenny says, you know, I do like it, but I'm having a little bit of fallout under my eyes during the day. Oh, you know what? Actually, you probably are just not using enough gel. And you give it a little bit of this, you talk, you go back and forth. Maybe she's getting excited, she wants to try new things. This opens up a new conversation for you, or the conversation about a party. So this is what you want to do within 2 weeks. And remember, when she bought that purchase on Monday, when Jenny bought that mascara for you, get out your calendar. And in 2 weeks, 2.5 from when it shipped, right? Write in your calendar, follow up with Jenny. And then on Monday morning, when you only have an hour and you're like, I don't know how I'm going to work my business today, I can follow up today. All right, so that's within 2 weeks. So now we're talking 2 months, somewhere between 2 and 3 months. You follow up with Jenny again. Hey, Jenny, reaching out. I noticed that it's been about 3 months since you bought your mascara. It's probably lost some of its wow factor and it's time for you to reorder. Let's get that set up for you. Also, I wanted to let you know we have this amazing bronzer, and now that it's summertime and you're nice and tan, you might want a little extra glow. Talk about new products. Open her eyes to some of the newer things. This is also the place where you're going to want to mention the party. And it doesn't have to be, hey, do you want to host a party? You could phrase it a little differently. You could say, hey, how would you like to earn your next product for free, or even make some money with Younique? Leave it at that. See what happens. Maybe she doesn't say anything. That's okay. But maybe she does. Maybe she asks you a question, or she's like, oh, actually, yeah, I've been meaning to ask you about how to do one of those parties. This is when I really suggest not using email, using a different form of follow-up, because people they ignore the emails or they forget. I don't know about you. Sometimes I read an email and I mean to respond to it, but then life and I forget, right? So try to really be personal in this. You can even use that voice messenger feature I was telling you about a while back, right? In the Facebook Messenger, be personal. Follow-up is going to build your business. It's going to open doors to more sales, to new parties, because these people, if they want to host a party, they're going to be a whole new network of people that they invite for you to get to know, and possibly new presenters as well. People get excited. So don't forget to follow up. Follow-up is a huge part of our business, and if you get behind on it, it's going to hurt your business. So plan ahead, okay? Get it in those calendars. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.